Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. My name is Ronnie. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Well, at the time that this is being recorded, it's on the weekend. So, don't know when I'm going to be posting this, but let's go with that. If you guys are new to this channel, I talk about a lot of things when it comes to personal finance, my personal finance specifically, based on my own experience and my what I have done so far in order for myself to create financial freedom. So at the time that this is recorded, one of our investment property, we've only got about 57,000 owing on it, and when we first bought it, it was about 6 years ago, at a purchase price at $350,000. So we're in a dilemma at the moment. Should we pay off the credit card at about, our mortgage now? It's at $60,000 to go after all the sweat, blood, and tears that comes with property investing, let's say. So a few things come in mind. One of them would be, should we pay off this mortgage with our saving, or should we buy another property based on our saving account, let's say? So if you're in the same situation as I am, it's a few things that's going tinkering your head. These are what's going through in my head anyway. So if we pay off our mortgage right now, that means we don't have any saving. Yes, we have, actually no, we're a bit short, roughly about 10 grand or so. So we've got 50 in saving, and we've got another $10,000 to go if we were to do that. At the same time, we just fix our rate with a bank for 2 years. So even if we were to pay off this mortgage, yes, there might be a penalty fee and whatnot, but I think even if we break this, interest rate with a fixed term home loan, I think we're still going to be way ahead, because I'm not going to have any more payments. Not only that, we're about $10,000 short. So the other option would be saving up for another property, like saving up using our saving to buy off another property. Obstacle that comes with it. If I were to buy another property, that would mean I need to get a mortgage. So that means our borrowing, it would go a lot more higher. Now, if we were to do that, that means we're gonna be shaking hands with the bank a lot longer. Now, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have another 30-year mortgage, let's say, just so that way we could actually own another investment property. I mean, this one alone, we only had it for about 6 years, and we managed to pay it off. There's a reason why we're paying it off, so that way we're not going to be shaking hands with the bank, with anyone else. So all the profit goes to me and me only. And in case if anything happened to myself, or anything happened to my wife, the kids is still able to receive a residual income forever, in a sense. Look, it might not sound much at the current stage. The rental income on this particular property are roughly about $300 or so, after all expenses. No, actually about $250, because I haven't calculated the, let's say, insurance, wear and tear in case of emergency and whatnot. So yeah, that's where we're at. If we were paid off this particular property, that means we're going to be all to us and no one else. We don't have any more payment. We don't need to have any mortgage anymore, and we don't have to pay anything to the bank. So I don't have to profit share my income with the bank, which is great. So I can't wait for that. But the only downside is at the moment I'm $10,000 short, just under $10,000 short. So my wife and I come in a plan. So our plan goes to something along the line of the following: reduce our micro investing, let's say weekly deposit, because we usually put down about $300 a week based on spaceship as well as the race. So reduce that to $200. So that means we're going to have $200 spare per week. So previously I usually put down 300, but from here on we're putting down 200 per week. So reduce that. So with that $200 a week, we're going to save that up until we reach $10,000. Look, on an ideal world, obviously, I just save that $200 per week, and I'm sure along the line there's going to be some sort of emergency along the line, whatever that would be. So, and once I do that, I can't wait to call up the bank and say, hi, I'd like to pay my last payment to you. So what's it like when you don't have any credit card payments, any car payments, and an investment property paid in cash? That's what I'll be doing. My understanding, I guess, coming from my own experience, is that having debt, it doesn't matter how you look at it, a debt is a debt. Would it be good having a debt? Not really. A debt is a debt. You gotta pay it back. There's a lot of myth of, oh, it's okay. Having debt is good. Leveraging debt is good. Getting a mortgage is good. No. Getting a mortgage, that means you have a debt. So that would mean you have to pay it off one way or another. So yeah. Now we've got 3 of these. I've got another one that is about 200,000, and then I've got another one at about 250,000 or so. But one step at a time. As a whole, we started, well, for this particular property, roughly about 350 that we were in debt. We managed to polish off nearly most of it. Only the last leg of the journey, the last fee, $60,000. So I'll keep you up to date on how I go about doing that as I go along throughout my journey on all of this financial freedom stuff. So as a whole, I realized to myself that not having debt, it makes your life a lot more simpler. Avoiding debt at any cost. It all comes in the mindset as well, in the perspective of what are you going to do instead of just working just to pay off debt. Instead of that, how about you just keep all of your money? It's a mindset switch that I have to go with. It might be the same for some. Some people say, oh, it's okay to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 800, $1 million in debt. What if you don't have a debt of $1 million? What if you still got the benefits of owning a property but with no debt? Because I look at it as well. Let's suppose that you rely on your job to pay off your mortgage. During the pandemic, I learned something that what if your cash flow stopped for whatever reason? What if your income stopped for whatever reason? You'd be so stressful, in a sense. Whereas me, I can't wait until the end of this year, maybe, or early next year, or if not even it's earlier, that one of the investment property will pay off in full, with no more shaking hand with the bank. If I can do this, guys, surely you guys can do the same. And mind you, this is my investment property. I never actually set foot on this particular property. We never actually gone there. All we know is it's generating an income every week, without a doubt. It's generating, I guess, passive income of roughly about $150 a week. but the other 150 is goes to the bank, and the other like half of them goes to us, half of them goes to the bank. I'd rather have the whole entire 100% goes to me, and that's the reason why I decided to pay off this particular property. Now some people would say, what are you doing? You should leverage it that. You've got that much amount of income, you've got that much deposit, you should buy another house. Yeah, having another house, that means having another debt. Having another debt, that means create more stress for yourself. Now I try to minimize stress. Instead of that, my mentality changed in the sense of, instead of having a house with a mortgage, how about buy a house in cash? Would it be possible? Yeah, I think it will be. Can it be possible over and over and over again? I think it can be. Now, like anything in a sense, the first one is going to be the hardest, and I'm sure the second one will be easier and easier and easier. Like anything, when you learn how to walk, for example, you're gonna fall over. When you learn how to run, you gotta walk first. So for me, paying off this mortgage, it means a lot personally, because it will be the first one that is going to be in full with no mortgage, and I'm sure the next one will be easier and easier. I like to simplify things. Beforehand, I was like trying to be creative, leverage debt, buy a house, having a good debt is a good thing, having a mortgage is a good thing because you're leveraging this, leveraging that. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it simple. How about no debt? How about have a business plan? How about have a business or side hustle that can generate income, and you can, with the profit that you receive from that income, let's say, from your business, able to buy a house in full. That will be interesting. That will be a bit different. And that's what I'm working on. And that's sort of like my way of thinking is changing. Some people look at it, you just have to pay the interest only on your mortgage because that's tax deductible. And goes, yeah, that might work for you, but for me, I try to simplify things. What if there's no mortgage? What if you still don't have any income if there's no mortgage? What if there's no tenant and you don't have any payment to the bank? So that way you can still have the property, and that way you can still, you're not in a rush of looking for a tenant, instead of, maybe, because I've heard that for a few of clients of mine, it's like, I have to reduce the rent at a dollar figure of X because I haven't received any tenant application on my investment property. And then I've got another people also goes, yeah, my property has been empty for the past 9 months, 1 year or so. And goes, I don't want to drop my price, because if I drop my price, that means I'm attracting low quality people. And for that person, they don't have any debt on this particular property. So yeah, that's my game plan, and that is don't know how long will it take, but I'll give you guys progress. At the time that this is recorded, it's actually March 2021. Let you know as soon as I saved up that 10 grand, and then we're gonna call the bank. Keep you posted. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.